Hey nerds and nerdettes, it's Rick here, and I just wanted to talk to you guys. We got some things to talk about here. This isn't going to be a full-blown action figure musings, but there's one issue in particular that we need to talk about, something that's big that happened this week. Before I get to that, just wanted to tell you guys, I just ran up the stairs, so I'm winded, like the fat ass I am. I do have some reviews coming on later on this week. I'm going to be taking a look at the Marvel Select Drax, Gamora, and Groot. I'm also going to be taking a look at the DC collectibles, Firestorm, as well as Zoom. Too far for me to reach. But I just wanted to talk about basically. So this week, Mezco put up on their site, as you saw during my interview with Pierre, they've got the classic Punisher figure. That was one of the major questions. You guys wanted to know what was going on with that. Pierre said that it was going to be a Mezco Direct. It was still coming. Sure enough, they put it up on their site. However, they only did a limited edition quantity of 400. Now, I'm with you guys. 100% I am with you guys. That is ridiculous. That was one of the most sought after versions of the character. Why you would do one of the classic versions of the character with the white gloves, white boots, the classic skull that, takes part of, down into the belt. Why you would take that and put that in such a limited quantity is beyond me. I am actually one of the people that missed out on it. Went to go do a pre-order on it the next day only for it to be sold out. Now, a lot of you are angry. And I get that. You're angry why they would take that version and make that such limited quantity. And, they didn't have an amount, stoppage point that people could put in 20 if they wanted to. And here we go. We have them going for $500, $200 on eBay right now. It's just an absolute, pardon the language, take the kids out of the room. It's a cluster. So here's the situation where we are right now. Okay, you guys, we've got options. Now, obviously the big news coming out of Mezco this week, aside from the Punisher, is the fact that our voices have been heard. And, I've told a couple of you guys to kind of just relax on it. Your voices have been heard. There was, a couple of you that were being a little overzealous about it, and I understand. You guys really wanted that version of Batman to be done, but you guys, our voices were heard. That Batman is coming out. Nightmare Batman is coming out. So, this is a situation of Mezco being a company that listens to their fans. So, on Facebook, on Twitter, they are very, very socially aware. They're very social media heavy company. So, they've got a guy, Shane, he runs it. He, anything you guys say, he relays back to Mez. Pierre reads the message boards. You guys, they are very aware right now of everything that you're saying about the Punisher, the classic Punisher. So the only thing that you guys can do is, in a polite way, is to tell Mez how much you want that figure. Because as it stands right now, if you want it and you missed out on the initial 400 orders, you're on a wait list. Now, with that wait list, you can just pray and cross your fingers that perhaps somebody will have their credit card declined, or somebody will cancel, or whatever the case may be. But you can't always rely on that. So here's the thing you got to do, you guys. In a polite way, in a respectful way, in a constructive way, let them know on social media. You've got Twitter at Mezco Toys with a Z, Mezco Toys. That's their Twitter handle. They've got a Facebook page. Go on there and let them know how unhappy you are. Also, if you really want the figure, put yourself on the wait list, because, chances are good that if, they see that they're well above the 400 mark on the limited edition of the Punisher, that they will go ahead and make that amount, make to the pre-order amount. So, we've got options. They've heard our voices in the past. Let's hope they hear our voices on this one, because it is a much desired version. I know I personally am upset that I missed out on it. So they hear you at this point. I can tell you, I've spoken with Pierre. They hear you. It's just a matter of making sure that they know that the sales are there. Let them know that this is the version of the Punisher that you want. Or, get the regular version too. Let them know this is a popular character, okay? So we have options. I'd say follow through with them. Make sure to get your name on the wait list, as well as to let them in a polite way know on social media. Okay, you guys? Like I said, be on the lookout for those reviews. Make sure to spread the word of this. It can be done. We can make sure that it gets done. We don't need to do any petitions or anything silly like that, but we can let our voices be heard on social media and pray, that Mez sees the light. All right, you guys. So, like I said, be on the lookout for those reviews. As always, if you like what you see here on my channel, please subscribe. We will talk to you guys later. Fingers crossed. We need Classic Frank. See ya.